Hey, boys, how I've missed you all.
Hello.
I've kind of
Good
missed
evening. Welcome to a spooky edition.
What?
More spooky than Spooky and Mulder put together.
I've done the joke before we came on air, but I'll do it again because it's funny. Well, it makes me funny. But Colin, you can take your Halloween mask off now. Oh, he put himself on mute.
Oh, never mind.
Technical error. Technical error.
So
I was
far.
just saying it took me so long to put my mask on this evening. Can I just not keep it on this evening?
Beautiful makeup.
Gustavo's here. Hi, Gustavo.
Gustavo is in the building.
Yep.
Excellent.
I have the mouse that will decide my fate later.
Oh, they joined us. They were going to walk Strictly.
Yeah, that's Strictly.
Hey, Leon, how you doing?
Better get a Strictly on in the background.
No, John's here. Hey, John, how we doing? Dominic's here. Beautiful. Hello, guys. How are we doing? Excellent. So we're here. We've got a bit of an agenda, but we'll go with whatever happens. Let's see what happens. We're going to play some games, play some Halloween games, have a bit of chit chat, probably update you what's been going on in the news and what our predictions are for scouting. We don't know.
Colin's in the house. Good evening, Colin.
Yeah. Can we say back from the dead? Back? I don't know. We've never died. Chloe's here. Hey, Chloe, how are we doing? Beautiful. And Matt scouting. Matt, you're doing amazing stuff on social media. I've been seeing your stuff.
Yep.
Your adventures. So well done. We'll catch up about that. Happy Halloween to you all. I shall be sharing this with the Scout virtual Halloween camp, Joshua. Excellent. Whoa. Enjoy your virtual Halloween camp. And hello to Facebook user. Look, guys, if you are on Facebook, it's just a bit of a technical thing. If you just accept some of the settings, and we can see who you are, and we can show your lovely faces and your comments and so. Matt, yeah, we'll talk about Matt's social media in just a short while. So Max, Colin, let's have a quick update. Oh, Brendan's in the building. Hello, Brendan, all the way from New Zealand. Good to see you once again, Brendan. Thank you for joining us. So Max, Colin, what have we all been up to? Colin.
Yeah, go on, Colin. You go first.
Well, with work, very busy with scouting, keeping it all going. It's supporting all the groups, getting their risk assessments completed, and face-to-face is happening throughout my district. So, yeah, busy time.
Beautiful. And I see the sporting of the Bush Scout T-shirt that you've got on there now. Look at that. Let's go.
There it is. Yeah, good old Bush Scout.
Good old branding. Bush Scout.
Was with some of the team today doing a bit of a project work.
Excellent. Beautiful. Are we allowed to know more, or is it a secret project?
No, we'll keep that quiet for the time being.
Fine. Be like that. Max, what's happening with Max?
Oh, same old. Work, lots of it. Had a bit of a break at home last week for half term after our holiday got cancelled due to lockdown in the north. Less said about that, the better. And yeah, lots of scouting. We've got a parachute up on behind the church where we have the fire circle going and doing lots of socially distanced outdoor sessions.
Sounding good, guys. Sounding good. So, yeah. What do we think about Boris's announcement this afternoon? Or this evening or whatever, you know?
What, after he's messed up the whole of Saturday night telly for everybody?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he knew what he was going to say because the press had leaked it earlier, like earlier in the morning. So why he couldn't come on at 4 and say that? Maybe they had a PowerPoint issue. Fill the day with PowerPoints. Just what you want on a Saturday night.
Next slide, please. Next slide.
Next slide. Can we have another slide?
Tier 4. We're going into.
I think they could have got the PowerPoints a bit better to fit the screen.
Yeah. And I don't know which well, we were watching it on BBC, but the little bit down here cut quite a lot of the slides off, and yeah, so you didn't quite, and it was quite.
Yeah, and the sides of the slides I found were missing.
Yeah, but
yeah,
so,
very professionally done.
Yeah, exactly. Tier 4 closing down. They need us to help them do these live streams for them. We've got.
They can learn from us. Yeah, they can learn from us.
Yeah. I'll teach Boris how to use the back button on your mouse so you disappear.
Hey, how are we doing? Cool. How are you in chat? Chat and big man in the woods. I think he means chaps. And the titles of the slides were cut off. Yeah. Oh man, it's driving me insane. So we'll talk about this in a short while, but should we do? Are we making this an official Scout night?
Yeah, we should kick off with a flag break.
All right. So I like probably everyone who's doing Scouting in the UK. They've headed over to an amazing group on Facebook, First Virtual Scout Group, and I got this off one of the guys, and it is a flag break. So here we are.
Oh.
Would you like to do the pieces?
All right. First YouTube Scout group, Sun East. Troop alert. Turn and face the flag.
Oh, beautiful. As if by magic. Guys, if anyone wants that, I'll put the link on the Facebook page. But it's all thanks to one of the guys on First Virtual Scout Group. Lots of things going on in there. Cool. So yeah, welcome back. We've been having our random chats over the weekends and stuff like that, but the three of us are all still doing stuff online while we're in Scout Group. So unfortunately, Thursday nights, we're back in our own Scout Group. So we'll be doing these as and when. Don't know. We still haven't decided. We've had a few months off. We still haven't. The amount of conversations we've still had.
Yeah, the break's been good. It's been good to have a little bit of a break and catch up on things, because it does take it out of you doing normal streams all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely, cool. So guys, just
I said to Mark earlier, I was quite excited to come back.
Yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it? Like, I have missed doing these live Scout sessions and stuff, and the interaction and stuff that you're getting. But what's still been good, like the Facebook page, our social media, people are still posting, and Leon's still going on. Chloe's still there a bit. Charlotte's still uploading. And it's really good to still see that people are still continuing their scouting with their own groups. So,
yeah, definitely.
It's been really good to see. Let's talk about it briefly, because probably everyone's going to be talking about it for the next couple of days. Max and Colin, what do you think about? We're going into Tier 4 now. We're going into lockdown. Boris is not saying it's going to be like we did back in March and April, with the schools are still staying open. What's your prediction with Scouts, Colin?
I think we will probably still keep going. We're seen as an important educational delivery method for young people, but I think we just need to be more conscious about our safe distancing and safety around everyone when we are meeting. So touch wood. I'd like to think we're going to stay in amber, where we're already in amber. But I guess deep inside, we may roll back to red.
Back to red.
I hope not.
Yeah, well, the NYA that we follow for the guidance has already said that they'll review the situation, and we'll find out later on in the week.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to predict anything that they're saying, but the one thing that I really want to say to everybody is, another lockdown gets people's heads going, right? And it's okay not to be okay. And if you're not okay, talk about it. Talk about it to a friend. Talk about it to your parents. There are helplines out there if you need them. Okay? Because this is putting a lot of pressure on everybody. Okay? Yeah. Talk. Okay? It is okay not to be okay. So please talk to people who can help you. Okay? That's my one piece of advice out of everything that's come out of today. talk to somebody.
Good point, Max. Good point. And yeah, like you say,
Yeah, very good.
affecting people in all different ways, and financial help, food, that kind of thing as well. But I think everyone, they're probably not telling the truth. They're not saying they're struggling mentally. I think everyone's had a few down days. People have had a lot of down days, you know, even I've struggled quite a few times. And, you know, and it's just little things like snapping at the kids or the wife or something like that. And he's kind of starting to realize, actually, it's building up a bit more, you know. So yeah, like you say, Max,
I was just going to add on. I was just going to add on to that as well, about being respectful for how others may be feeling, especially in family units. You know, just because you live with your family day in, day out, you don't necessarily fully understand their mindset. And that time when they haven't done something you asked them to do, just take a step back and think about it, because we don't necessarily know how people are thinking, and you know, we're all dealing with this in different ways. Yep.
And it's around the world as well, isn't it? You know, everyone's feeling the same. Every country, well, more or less every country is going through the same thing. But yeah, Gustavo has missed our live shows. John is asking, is this the bit where we say we missed you? Yep.
Yep.
We've missed you too.
Missed you too, John.
Yeah, I missed this.
It's great to see that Leon is still making his cakes. None have come to London. Max, Colin, unless he sent them to you. Have you had the cake?
No. None here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm still eating my single portion cakes.
Good to talk. Yeah, exactly. Matt says, well said, beautiful. Exactly. And it's hard work face to face. Absolutely. Max has been doing some stuff face to face. I have chosen in my scout troop not to do face to face for a few reasons. You know, our hall it is big. It's not big enough to do what we would like to do. Fun. We don't have an outside garden. We have space to put up one tent, and that's about it. And our local parks close quite early. And also, I'm doing quite a lot more work at the hospital, and my other leaders are they're not feeling it as well. So we've decided, like quite a lot of the percentage of scout leaders, it's not best to do face to face at the moment. He's here. He's late, Leon. Well done. Thank you for turning up. Now he's Leon. After all these months,
it get a bit squashed. I've got a special guest, by the way.
Oh, hang on. What is this bad boy?
Ghost come and see us.
Oh. I don't know where my sock.
I'm not sure if that's a trick or a treat, Max.
Absolutely. Yeah, maybe I should have done this first.
Oh dear. Oh, how we've missed you, Max.
Oh no,
is a problem. Yeah. Cake, scouting currency. I wouldn't say cake. Tea.
No, tea.
It's like a Scooby-Doo episode. Would you say cake is scouting? It's not scouting currency, is it?
Tea and bacon sandwiches.
Yeah.
Monty's in the building. Hey, Monty, how you doing? We've missed you, man. Hope you're doing really well.
Now we know who it is. I would have got away from it if it hadn't been for those pesky kids.
Oh dear, Max, we've missed you. And Leo's not. I thought, Leo, you were going last time we did the chat. You were going back, weren't you? But, thank you. Who is Shaggy?
Who is Shaggy?
Wasn't me. That's the wrong Shaggy, anyway, isn't it?
Scooby Doo. You're not seeing Scooby Doo,
Colin. I can just do that.
I'm out of it.
He's turned his camera off. So, guys, we'll get back to normal scouting. Like, send us in your comments if you want to have a chit chat. It'd be great to have everyone on board. But what I thought we'd do tonight, we'll play a few games. Okay. So we've got a movie challenge, or we've got a really good game that I've been playing called What 3 Words? Movie or what 3 words?
What does the room think?
Let's have a look.
Do we need pen and paper, Mark?
Yeah.
Ooh.
For both ones.
Pen.
I've been teaching this to my scouts when we're doing our Zoom sessions. Always have pen and paper next to you. You never know when you're going to need it. What 3 words isn't an app, but you will need to open it in another tab on your laptop. So if you are watching this,
this could be fateful for me. I'll have to use my other machine, otherwise I'll be pressing on my mouse and I'll disappear again.
The movie, all right. Okay, we're going to go for the movie. Leon's decided the movie. Well done. So the movie one does need a bit of grey matter.
Can I pass then?
No. Right. Okay. So
yeah, I'll give up now.
Again, I've got to thank First Western Swindon Babylon Scouts for this one, and this again I've got from First Virtual Scout Group. There's so much good stuff on there, isn't there? Like, okay, right,
spooky.
Okay. Hopefully, I haven't shown you the answers. Okay, so First Western Swindon Baby Scouts. So we've got to guess the character and the film. Okay. So guys, just write these down on your pen and paper. Oh, we've got a bit of music. Okay, so question number 1. Who is this character and what is the film from? Who is this character and where is the film? What is the film? Oh, we've got a bit of sound as well.
Sound as well.
There we are. So if you said Slimer GHOSTBUSTERS, well done. 1 point to you. Be honest. Okay, who's this? Who is this character? Let's find out. If you said Beetlejuice, never say Beetlejuice 3 times, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It will appear in your living room. Okay, who is this one?
Oh, tricky.
Okay, I don't expect John to get this one.
Sneaky.
Who is this one?
I know the film, I don't know the character. Oh, there we go.
Brown doll. I didn't know the character either. Yeah, I was the same as Colin. Knew the film, didn't know the character. This one. Max, Colin, what do you think? Any ideas?
No, because I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this one.
I think it's one of the Pix. Oh, okay. I wonder if it was a Pixar film. But it's not.
What's that? Coraline? Is that how you pronounce it? Coraline?
Caroline.
Okay, right, come on. Think of a hairdresser. I think everyone has probably seen this film, haven't they?
I am before lockdown.
Of course, it was Edward Scissorhands. Character and the movie. Well done, guys, for that. Ah, this one.
It's the same as number 1.
Max, any ideas?
Yeah, I think I need to watch more films.
I don't know.
Need to find a friend, Max.
Blobby, Hotel Transylvania. No, can't say I know that.
No.
Ooh, the retro.
Oh,
we watched this a few weekends ago, actually.
Well, the new one's out, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, guys, who is this? If you said
the new one's out, you throw me a curveball there.
Yeah,
The what?
Witches.
The Witches. Yeah.
The Witches. YouTube it. Get the trailer. You'll be right.
I'll put Zelda down from that cartoon with the robotic balls and things.
No, that was Jerry Anderson.
All right, next one. Come on, who's this? Everyone should know this one.
Don't get it wet and don't feed it after midnight.
Gizmo. But did you get the character name though, or did you? Just put
I could have told you that. I could have told you that.
Isn't Gizmo what he turns into?
No, it's a gremlin he turns into. Gizmo.
Oh, the creature was the Mugwai.
Yeah, it's a Mugwai.
Oh, I'll put Mugwai as the name.
Oh, it's another Tim Burton.
I know this film. I don't know the character.
Okay. How are we doing there, guys? Everyone got in this character? I struggled with this one.
Sparky.
Sparky
Frankenweenie. That's the name.
Yeah. Franken.
Oh, no, it's not what I thought it was.
No. You were thinking of 12
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
That's the one I was thinking of, yeah. And that was a ghostly type dog, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which might be the next question.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that one's easy for me because it's an older film.
Sure era, isn't it?
Yeah,
just out of the black and white.
Oh, how I've missed you, boy. Right. This one. Ooh, this is a tricky. Have you got it, Colin?
Yep.
The first film. Yeah, I know this one. Angelina Jolie, Maleficent.
Yep. That's it.
Well done. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was before lockdown. Before hairdressers during lockdown, before hairdressers opened.
What's the start of July?
What's the character and movie then? Come on.
That is Cousin It.
Okay.
From The Munsters. No, Addams Family. Wrong one. Definitely Cousin It. Oh, another one from that film.
Love this one. What's the character then?
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's the only thing you could think of from Lake Aconda when he was a young boy.
Oh, tricky one.
Hello. Hi.
That's not me. This is it. All right, all the Cubs and Scouts will get this one, but I'm not sure.
I have not got a Scooby-Doo.
No. Colin?
No idea, I'm afraid.
Scooby-Doo?
Norman, Paranorman. No. Well, I don't know if you got that one because I didn't. What's the character, Colin?
Colin.
That's Uncle Fester.
Yes, Uncle Fester.
Adam should have 2 Ds in it, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's this?
Well, this is probably one of the worst of the movies.
Oh,
Some
yes.
people say it was one of the better. It's kind of like on the edge on this one, I think. On the fence on that one.
Poison Ivy, Batman.
Mm.
Well done if you got that one. That was a tricky one.
That was with George Clooney was Batman, wasn't it?
Yeah. Easy one. I'm not going to give you any time for that one. Casper, the friendly ghost, in fact. Last but not least.
Blah, blah, blah.
Who is this?
One.
Dracula, Hotel Transylvania. There we go.
Excellent.
Little bit of a game. How do we all do in the chat room? Look at that, just flowing past.
Yep. No, answers coming in there. I'm having to use my other screen over here to
No.
answers.
I am. Where is it? I've lost the comment now. From Dominic. That's Max before makeup. Don't know who that one was referring to.
Which one?
Excellent.
It's got to be Thing.
What, Cousin It?
14 right. Well done. Beautiful.
Excellent.
Wow.
That goes on for. There's another 5 characters that we could have added on. But
Save until later. If it's a
it's
filler.
another good game. So yeah. So what's the subject now then?
I haven't got a craft cam.
Max, you let us down.
Oh, I've done some craft. So by taking ordinary leaves that have fallen and spooking them up a little bit with some paint. It's a great way to make a spooky leaves. If you can't do pumpkins and things, spooky leaves are the way forward. But sticking them back on the tree afterwards to make a spooky tree was a bit hard. Ran out of sellotape.
That was the worst joke ever.
Hope it's environmentally friendly sellotape.
Absolutely. But at least for this, you see, I'm kind of, it's easily to recycle afterwards.
Put it back up. I can put it a little bit to the side.
That side or this side?
Whatever side, but I can see a resemblance, you two. Can definitely. Can't you see them, Colin? Then they look the same.
Absolutely. The one on the left's got better teeth.
Apparently, I don't believe this. You're a genius. Who's you referring to? They do look familiar. Exactly, Gustavo. So, right. What's next? both in their autumn years.
What's next? Great question.
I use a watermelon for a pumpkin. Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. I've got a leader in our group who this year he hasn't done it because of we're not allowed really to do trick or treat because of the rules that are in, and every year he actually does the pumpkins really well.
Yeah,
and then he uses other fruits as well. So he uses like peppers and gourds and anything that can really be carved, and he just makes a full amazing spread of them, which is really cool.
Nice, love it. How good I enjoyed Jota. Yeah, all right. Let's talk a bit of Jota Jotty. Did anyone participate? Did you two do any Jotties?
I did a bit of Jotty, yes. I played around on the site, diving into a couple of things, seeing what was going on.
Yeah. Colin, did you do anything? I went on Jotty. I went on the Scout link. I went on one of the chat rooms that Andy was. I've been following, chatting to quite a lot of people, so that was good. It was good to talk to leaders around the world and see what they're up to and the differences in scouting. The leader section was fun. It was, that's the bit I was in there. Leo is saying that he's started up photography account on Instagram, found this hobby through scouting. Well done. That's good.
Excellent.
In our area, we have not had trick or treating, but a pumpkin trail and just found pumpkins in windows. Yeah, we did that. I took my son out and we went round, but there wasn't that many pumpkins out, to be honest, and not that many people. I thought there'd be more people doing pumpkin trail or something, but I've watched some of the live streams. Excellent. There was quite a lot of Jotty live streams going around.
Yeah,
Bravo was involved in quite a lot of.
I saw those. Yeah. So him do all these posts on those. That was quite cool.
What was the food they suggested to try? Oh God, I got it written down somewhere, John. I'll have to go through my notes on my phone. But yeah, there was a food. I can't remember. I'll read it. I remember what they were talking about. Yeah. Right. So something I was doing with my scouts. This was really good. About what 3 words? And we done a Halloween themed Y game at Scouts last night. How did you do that one? Silver and Scouts. What was the food that everyone was suggesting? You were in the leaders chat at the same time. We had fireworks. We've had fireworks here tonight as well. There've been quite a few fireworks. So yeah, what 3 words? We've been doing it on Scouts. We did it a couple of weeks ago, where each each square has its own separate word, and it's a 3 meter squared. And the emergency services use it, and they say it's cheese. Was it cheese? I can't remember. We're talking about 2 different things. They say it's more accurate than getting your phone signal. The only way you can get an accurate phone signal is using a landline or a pay box. With a mobile phone, if you call them, they can't pinpoint you down exactly to the spot. So this What 3 Words has been around for a while, and the emergency services have all taken it on. And I thought tonight we'd play another little another game, but this one using What 3 Words. I'm just gonna share it with you. Here we go. So what you're gonna need, I'll just take that off just for 2 seconds. What you are gonna need is to get your What 3 Words website up in another tab. Yeah, so it is, I'll just add the website address that you need. So it's what3words.com is what you need. Yeah,
You could use the app on your phone if
you can use the app. Absolutely, you can use the app, but you do need What 3 Words. So once everyone's got that, I'll play. Will the app work fine? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But you just need to either open the app or you'll need the website. John did a village tour on the Scout, had to find a route and take a photo with What 3 Words. Yes, yeah, that's a really good way. I did read that somewhere. I can't remember where it is. So I'll give you another few seconds. Colin, have you got What 3 Words up?
I have indeed. Yep.
Excellent. Max, have you got What 3 Words up?
I have it on my phone here.
Okay, so you got it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, boys and girls, here we go.
Go for it.
And once again, I have acquired some of these slides from First Virtual Scout Group, and I've just changed them to adapt for what I need. But you can find these, or I can send them to you. So as I've said, What 3 Words? Each 3 meter square has a different 3-word code. So 10 Downing Street, if you went to the front door, you would get slurs this shark. And as they say, no 2 squares have the same code. And even like if you go to your front of your house, to the back of the house, those words will be different. So you can pinpoint to where maybe you've fallen down at the front door or in your garden or something. And it will be exact rather than just an estimate of where you are. So tonight's game, I've got you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 locations that you've got to try and find these locations. Okay, so if you're on the website or on the app, write down the first one there, movements.pizzeria.avocado. Write down the location for that. Then move on to composer vibrating overnight. Write down the location. Trace tooth, there's 2 dots in there, it's only meant to be 1. Trace tooth hill location. Bend mouse assume. Years finds loft. Sand resorts hands. And cheese bank cherry.
So do you want to bring up a little notepad and put those in so everybody can make sure they're spelling those correctly?
What do you want me to do?
Technical.
Did I
bring up the list on the screen?
Oh, I didn't do that. My mistake.
Because you went through those really quickly, and after the
that's
second one, it was kind of like,
oh,
I didn't even get the first one.
I thought I was sharing my screen. Oh dear, how we've missed this.
taxi for big man, taxi for big man.
Look, I even showed you a little PowerPoint. Right. Guess I won't go too fast. So there we are. Movements.pizzeria avocado. Composer vibrating overnight. Trace tooth hill. Bend mouse assume. Years finds loft. Sand resorts hands.
The choice of the colours there are not the best.
That's whoever produced this.
Yeah.
And what
And
you would like us to write down what we find at those locations?
Those locations, please. Let's see who can find. So just reading through what Vicky's just said, she said, I fainted and hit my head on a tree in August in the woods. The scout group sometimes go to, and Monty has downloaded what 3 words and called the ambulance. They found us and praised him. Excellent. Well done, Monty, for that. And that's what it's there to. It's a good game to do now, and like geocaching and stuff. But the main reason was for emergencies and stuff like that. Because I was saying you should play a game called Broken Picture Phone. I'll have a look on that one. Let's just see how everyone is getting on with this. Max, how are we getting on?
I'm just typing in the second one.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm on number 5.
Yeah, right. Because you using your keyboard there, Colin, or are you actually?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm tapping them into my little phone, and that I also
It's
managed.
always an
to
excuse. Always an excuse with you.
Yeah, I know.
Sure, it's not your old man's fingers.
Taxi for Colin.
John's saying he can't read it, so what I'll do, I'll just make the screen.
Yeah, you see, I'm glad it's not just me that said that before, and Mark took no notice of that into like making it bigger or changing the font to white.
There we go. Let me do this. There you go. Oh, now I messed it all up. John's messed it up for me. It's all John's fault. There we are. Back to it. Oh, it's John's fault that I messed up my PowerPoint. There we are. You got the words. Yeah, I agree that the text isn't the best.
Dear me.
How are we getting on, Colin?
Yes.
Oh, that doesn't sound very positive.
Sand Resorts Hands I'm on, but I can't see what's there.
Okay.
I might come back to that one.
Come back to that one. Come back to that one.
No, is that your age there, Colin? Not being able to see the screen.
You're not one, mate.
Touche.
Max, how are you getting on? What number are you up to?
3 from the bottom.
Do you want the answers, Max?
Yeah, I just put them in the chat.
John's done 1. We'll give you another 2 minutes on this, and then I've got another round. I didn't think it would take this long. So once Max has done that last one, we will give you the answers. You done it yet, Max?
Yeah, that third from the bottom's kind of like, really?
Okay.
Good luck with the second from the bottom.
Like I say, this isn't my slides. The next one is a slide, as you'll be able to tell. Max, you give up? Shall I move on?
Have they moved? I'm just going to have a look at this sand one.
Yeah, I can't work that one out.
All right, we'll get the answers in a minute, and then we'll see.
Is it case sensitive?
I don't think so. That's a good point. I don't think it is.
Right. So the whole thing about this is, and this is one of my big qualms at the moment, is Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've all got postcodes.
Yep.
And a delivery driver comes to my house the other day and says, "Is this your postcode?" I looked at it and said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Well, it's taking me over the other side of the estate that I live on." Yeah. So I looked at it, looked on Google Maps, and Google Maps has actually got where I live down as a different postcode. and it's kind of now having to argue with Google that their data is wrong.
Yeah.
And, you know, it kind of makes sense now because taxis haven't found the house previously before lockdown.
Yeah.
Deliveries having trouble.
Interesting.
You know, Uber Eats has trouble. And it's that kind of, yeah, come on, guys. Stop concentrating on the screen, right? Look up and use some navigation.
Yeah, basic navigation.
So it's not just about technology navigation. This is about using your eyes, your sense of direction, you know, looking what's around and seeing where you are.
Yep.
That's, for me, one of the big things that people are missing.
It's all
You know,
about that, isn't it?
and because we're too concentrated on the technology.
Yeah.
And a lot of people out there are losing skills around this because we rely on the technology. And it was kind of, you know, almost having a bit of an argument with the delivery driver saying, no, that is my postcode. You know, well, Google says it isn't. Yeah, but the post office do. You know, it's that kind of...
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so unfortunately,
Well,
I think some of these are kind of just a little bit off.
Well, I got them all, but there is a typo in the second from last.
Is there?
It should say sand.resort.hands, not resorts.
I'll go back to the man who wrote this. So,
Reflecting on what you said, Max, it goes back to the early days of sat-navs where people would follow their sat-nav and go into a river or something like that rather than using their common sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is that. Oh, I said what the computer said. Yeah, really. The computer says no.
So, here's some more, guys. We'll go through these really quick. Otherwise, we'll be staring at a screen all day. So, if you
What's
went
that place?
Bran Castle is Dracula's castle. Swiftcliffe is the Tower of London. Kite Drips Terms is Ghostbusters HQ, the famous fire station in America. Ship Salt Eaton is Karl Marx Tomb, and Faded Circle Stand is the London Dungeon. Quick, it was quick.
That's a great little quiz, that one.
It's a really good one to play with your scouts.
Yeah.
We did it a long time the other day, playing different locations, but we made it more local to try and find more local landmarks around the area in Ealing where we live. So it's quite good fun. And where's the fire station? And then we used what 3 words, a bit like what Max was saying now, what 3 words, and then using an actual orienteering map, and then try to compare the differences. You know, did we get the same location using what 3 words compared to a traditional map and compass and stuff like that? So it's all good.
Skills that are still needed, really needed. You know,
Because
so
so
here's a question for you: what was the what number is the hook and ladder for Ghostbusters HQ? What platoon is it? Is it platoon or is it what company number? Sorry, what company number is the hook and ladder at Ghostbusters HQ?
Are you being extra geeky now, Max?
Yeah,
what?
it's Halloween.
I don't know.
Number 8. It's number 8 company, hook and ladder. There you go.
Every day is a day for learning.
Useless fact. Useless fact. Right.
You-
As we've been going
Amazing,
around,
Max.
as we've been going around the world in that quiz, you should talk about race around the world.
Yeah,
Zoom,
yeah,
zoom, zoom.
We can. And Mark can bring up some pictures of the badges. They've all disappeared. Ooh. Yeah, he's Googling 8
Hook and ladder.
eight hook and ladder.
There we
So, yeah, so
So
race
what-
around the world. Really good cause. So you join it as teams. So there's a team for Cubs, Beavers, Scouts, Network.
Will be different ambassadors, isn't it?
Yeah, different ambassadors. Look after them. and they are. I know we've got a couple watching who are doing the race around the world and have put links up on the sites, which is excellent. But this is a great move from Scouting, which is to help scout groups that are not able to get enough fundraising done due to the current situation in the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's a way of getting everybody to help do the fundraising with them, and it's I think it's a fantastic, bit of a solution to it to help. And if you join as part of a group, then you can earn some money for your fundraising for your own group as part of it, but it does go to help those groups in problems at the moment, which is fantastic. There's about 500 groups, I think they were saying on the news, that potentially
500 plus.
500 plus groups that are potentially in jeopardy at the moment, which is not a good position. And it's scouting, after all, is it helps people, and it's a charity at the end of the day. And without the fundraising, we'd hard to survive. So if you're not looked at Race Around the World, please have a look at Race Around the World, or at least sponsor somebody who's doing it. And there's lots of good information.
So many different ways. It's not a race as such, but you can walk, you can cycle, you can swim. They're even suggesting doing it on a pogo or even a canoe. So yeah, it's trying to get around the world as much as we can. And actually, I just went past it. The ambassadors in our team. So if you're in the Beavers, you get Ellie Simmons and Tim Peake. In Cubs, it's Helen Glover and Steve Backshaw. Oh man, why are we not Cub leaders? That would be awesome. But we're lucky enough we get Ed Stafford and the new Scout ambassador, Saray Kumulo, and Explorers and Networks and the leaders. We get Dwayne Fields and Megan Hind. So I know which section Max is going to say that he's with in this section. Max, what section are you going to be in? Are you going to go in the network and leaders?
I'm actually in Scouts.
With Ed?
With Ed and Saraya.
I actually thought, Max, you'd be choosing to go with the leaders. Because Megan's in there.
Possibly.
He's gone very quiet. Leon's doing race around. We saw that. That's amazing, Charlotte. Well done to Leon.
That's good. That is good.
In the state, Sao Paulo, the group has lost 9,000 scouts this year.
Wow.
That is
Whoa.
That's really sad to hear.
That's it. There's lots of different things all suffering at the moment, and I think some of it's people's state of mind, thinking can't be bothered, or things not being run because the people running them have got difficulties and can't run them. And I think after when we finally come out of this, and they're saying spring, aren't they, at the moment? But let's face it, if even if they come up with a vaccine, it's going to take a long time to get everybody vaccinated. Pass that around the world, get everybody protected against COVID. So it's still going to take a long time. So let's not kid ourselves. If we get the vaccine, brilliant. Hats off to all the scientists that are working.
I think the vaccine's not going to be. They're talking about it is going to when England
twice
the first quarter of the year.
Yeah. But I mean, even look at the flu jab. Okay. Trying to get hold of a flu jab is ridiculously hard because they only produce so many of them. But there's a huge rush to get them. And, you end up on waiting lists if they eventually do them.
Yeah.
And this will be the same. There'll be, huge rush of people with in certain categories that have to get it first, and get protected. You know,
We've
And
gone
then
off, haven't we?
yeah, and then it's there's the millions of people in the country, and so that's still going to take time. So well into 2021 before we finally get any kind of all clear bell. That's presuming that it's a once only, and we don't have to do it twice a year like they've been talking about.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? The badges that they've produced.
Now, these are good. These are excellent badges. You know,
we love a good badge, but they are really cool badges.
Hats off to the scouts because they have really thought about, from the great indoors to the hike to the race around the world, and producing great quality badges, great designs that really promote what we're doing. It's really good.
I was just thinking, boys. What the last one, this one.
Yeah.
What does EN plus mean? I've just been staring at it, and I've just worked it out what it means.
Explorers Network plus leaders.
It's just taking me about 30 seconds to go, what is that? Oh dear, never mind.
Do you know what the B stands for, Mark?
Ball bearings.
Yeah, the C stands for Colin.
It stands for Bush Scout.
Oh, look. More badges for more.
Yeah, how many badges are in that little box you've got now?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about this. I was back in the shed, and I was thinking if I sewed on one badge for the whole of the lockdown, they might have all been sewn on, but still, no. Hospital capacity is pretty much the highest it's been. I wouldn't agree with that, Leah. I wouldn't quite agree with that. Well, in fact, I know that's not quite the truth. Get the glue out.
No.
Ooh, controversial.
Yeah, I don't. It looks good for a little while, but then they actually start
the first night.
I tell you, I don't think even Max knows this. When I was producing Big Man in the Woods badges a few years ago, and I was talking to Colin, I asked Colin about this, and I said, Colin, there we are.
I know the story.
Do you think I should get a sew-on badge or an iron-on badge? Because iron-on badge is really nice. And Colin, your answer was?
I'm sure I said sew-on badge. I'm sure I said that at the time.
But what? Why? You kind of said sew-on badge plus a little bit extra. Something about if you get the iron-on badge, our friendship will end.
Would I say something like that? Never.
That was a clean version of what? Yeah. Yeah. So more badges for me not to sell. Absolutely. Gustavo was just talking about it's sad because the vaccine became a political game. Absolutely. And our president was refusing to buy a vaccine only because it's being produced in a state where the governor is from. Oh dear. It's really sad. It's all about politics, but we don't want to talk about politics tonight.
Nope.
Right. So another really cool game we played with my scouts is called Who Did a Poo? So
leave it out, Mark. Leave it out.
Leave it out. Who did a poo? So hopefully, yeah. Whatever. All right, so this is a really good game that the RSPCA produced, and they got this game called Whose Poo Is It? All right. Right. So let me make this just. Actually, I'll leave it like this. And it's really fun. What you got to do? You got to play this with sound. All right. You got to play it with sound. So can we see that? What are we going for? Who dropped?
This is a new low for first YouTube scout group.
This is a good low. This is a good low. So who did this then? Who are we going for?
I'm going with a shrew.
Oh, Dominic's is going with the fox.
Are these
Shrew.
to scale?
I don't know. All right, look, everyone's going for the shrew. With the sound, it was the shrew. Excellent. Okay,
How do they record it?
Yeah, I don't know. Who dropped this stinker?
I
I think Mac should be excluded from this because he knows all about this.
I know. Yeah.
I'm going to go with a badger. Oh, is it now? Not the ones in my back garden.
Yeah. This was a good one. My scouts got this one.
Yes.
Let's see if anyone in the chat knows this one. It was the one poo that the scouts got straight away.
Good for dissecting.
Yeah. So is this poo shrew, owl, or muntjac? Well done, Dominic. Dominic is saying an owl. Yeah.
But don't store them inside if you're going to take them in.
Good point.
Because they have
Extra bits.
moth eggs inside them.
Yeah.
And the moths come in and eat your clothes.
Yeah. All right. Max, Colin, what about this one?
Well, as soon as we've had fox and owl already, it's a matter of deduction, I guess.
So you're thinking it's a badger?
I'm going with a naughty badger.
Naughty badger.
Matt, Scouting Ventures, well done. Leo, well done. Excellent. Oh, what about this? Look at that.
I'm going to... I have go. Let's see what the chat room says first.
Max, what do you think? Bat, rabbit, or muntjac? What do you think?
It's actually a muntjac. Okay, because the rabbits are more round. And this one comes off in a bar. You know, you can break the bits off.
Classic Dominic. Dominic saying a muntjac. Yeah. Excellent. Well done, guys. Who dropped off this stinker? Who did this one? Shrew, owl, or bat?
Well, I'm going to go with a bit of bat guano.
Bat. Max? Leo saying bat.
It's bat.
Carbobistrel. Well done. 3,000 insects they eat every night. Fantastic.
Tasty.
We got them outside they fly outside our house in the woods, just in front of the house. It's at night. The dusk is really good to see them.
In the chat, what is this one? Anyone in the chat knows this one? Leo, well done. Rabbit. Next. So there we go, guys. It's the RSPCA.
Professor.
Just Google RSPCA. The poo
Who's
game.
poo? Isn't that Piglet's friend? Who's poo?
Look at that. Another little fun game that we've been playing with my scouts, just to look at different things in a different way, isn't it? Like it's just all a bit of fun. Max, have you had any cool things that you've been doing with your scouts?
Well, yeah. Last week we did we did firelighting last week, which is really quite interesting because I got them to try different forms of lighting things with a fire steel.
Mm-hmm.
I did show them what a flint and steel was first. To actually go back to Big Man in the Woods video recently. Yeah. So it's using a fire steel to create fires, and then using different methods to do that, which is really good. You know, getting back out doing some face-to-face learning and stuff, which was really cool. You know, it's about that doing things outside, and
it's really hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. I mean, glad we weren't meeting today with the big storm that was in the amount of rain that came down earlier. That's always the thing, you know. But planning a winter program outside is rather interesting.
It's getting the out in Scouts, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Colin, what have you been doing in the district wise?
Oh, district-wise, not so much face-to-face. We've had a few administrative meetings just to keep the wheels of scouting turning locally. I have done 2 face-to-face sessions with a friend's cub pack, one of which was a quiz down our local high street, sort of general knowledge thing and tied in with their local knowledge badge, which was quite good fun. And the other one was a litter pick, which we worked with the local council, and they provided us with pickers and gloves and bags for the cubs to go around and pick things up. So that was quite a good thing to do as well.
Just bought 10 feral rods. Oops. The battery doesn't run out, John, so you can use them. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. No battery. Yeah. Right. What's happening, boys? This is one of our. We're not sure where this is going nights.
Absolutely.
Someone in the chat can ask us a question. We will see. Any questions tonight? Oh, very quiet. It's all quiet. Colin, where is your mighty and wild cat? Apparently, Colin is. Where's Colin gone?
He's frozen.
He's gone
frozen in time.
Oh,
He's
back.
He's moving. He's moving. I thought it was an exhibition that.
There's one game. Yeah, it's not tonight. Oh, good. Yes. Where am I, John? Oh, Leon has a new kitten. Oh, excellent, beautiful. Where the letter comes off the screen, we get the subjects to think of
categories.
That's categories. Yeah. Absolutely. That's always a good one. Colin is doing some heavy breathing. I think Colin's on another call. He's taking another pizza delivery order or something. I don't know what he's up to. He's heavy breathing, isn't he?
He's having a bit of a technical issue, I think. Can't find his cat.
Oh dear.
His quality's gone. His quality's gone.
Colin, how do you like your eggs cooked at camp?
Not in an orange.
Oh, Colin. Where's Colin gone? Oh, he's just gone. He's gone. He's given up. He's gone for a reboot. We'll laugh that. We'll get some scout outs in a minute as well. Jotty was fig rolls and cheese. Oh, yes. We were discussing about fig rolls, how we love a big fig roll. That's it. Mark, we can talk about my new YouTube series, The Adventure Guides. Yeah, absolutely loving that one. So Matt is producing some stuff on his Scout YouTube channel. So check that out. I'm trying to remember your link, Matt. Is Colin coming back to us? Oh, he's loaded.
Oh, it's the circle of doom.
Is he coming back? Is he coming back? This is just like the old days, isn't it? Back when we first done the live streams with the.
It is, and I'm doing really well tonight because I haven't pressed the back button on my mouse.
What's the best thing to do with pumpkins after Halloween for nature?
Break them up and leave them out.
Well, in fact, Max, I was watching the news yesterday, and they were talking about how hedgehogs struggle with pumpkins.
They're heavy. That's why.
Huh?
Because they're heavy.
No, they get really ill.
So it depends where you leave them, doesn't it? So, all you've had is a candle in it, okay? So you can make a decent pumpkin stew out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, a soup or something. So it's still edible afterwards. Yeah, 50p in the router. Brilliant. So, think about eating it in the first instance. In the second one, leave it out. Squirrels will eat it.
Anything.
They'll eat anything. I'm half expecting my back garden to be a forest in the spring because the amount of squirrels that have been burying nuts in the back garden, acorns, it's just nuts. Really is nuts. But leave them out because nature will eat them. It'll rot down. And the seeds you take out of the pumpkins, you can roast because you get pumpkin seeds from health shops.
Yep.
Or dry them out and give them to your hamster, or if you have one, they'll love them.
I was just trying to. While Max was talking,
Colin's going.
Huh?
Colin's just a circle of light.
Oh,
it's like one of those back games where you.
He's on another one.
Beep beep beep.
Is he back?
He's in and he's out.
Am I working now?
Colin, you're on mute. Colin, you're on mute.
No, no, I'm not. No.
Have you turned it off and on again, Colin?
I turned it off and on again.
Oh, classic.
I changed routers.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, just like that. So the question was, where's the cat?
The cat is out on the prowl. There are no cats present. Only a cat cushion.
Any suggestion for hedgehog houses? Would like to make some with scouts.
So you could. So what I've seen done before is like a kind of wicker basket, upside down wicker basket. Oh, that's a good one. Or you could make 2 half circle out of wood with a hole in one end and then batten across to make a kind of tunnel kind of effect. If you understand what I mean by that description.
Nope.
Yeah. So you get
Can you guess what it is yet? It's an igloo.
Yeah. So 2 bits of half semicircle wood, and then just battens across to make a kind of little hole for the hedgehogs to go in. That would work. And then just put loads of leaves inside it and things like that, so that we can, hedgehogs will bed down in that. It's big pile of leaves, and it's kind of, places under sheds. They go. One of the bush scouters had them under the shed, haven't they? That's been quite good.
I like the one with
the bricks and slabs.
Really, really simple idea. And you've got some really basic wooden ones. A bit like, there's lots of stuff you can make. There's one out of a cardboard box there.
So there's been a big push recently from the hedgehog preservation societies in the UK around, making hedgehog highways in your garden by cutting out a little bit of the fence at the bottom.
Yeah. Allow them to
travel.
What's everyone doing 11th of November? That's a very good question, Leo, because, now, the announcement that we had today, all the parades are definitely going to stop.
So here's what we're going to do. This was a really good idea from one of our leaders, which is on our section
Max,
9.
Sorry to interrupt. Can we just answer Gustavo's question for our scouting friends around the world who doesn't know the significance of 11th of November?
Yeah, Remembrance Day on the 11th of November.
What's Remembrance Day? Let's expand it a little bit more.
Okay. So
someone's got to speak. So it's the day that we remember the fallen that gave their lives in previous conflicts around the world, or the world wars plus other conflicts. So it's just the 11th day, the 11th hour of the 11th month. We remember all those that have given their lives to give what we have these days. In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, absolutely, yeah.
And we normally meet on a Sunday that's near
The
to
11th.
the 11th, and we do a remembrance parade at our local cenotaphs, which is the usually a stone or a monument of some description to remember the fallen.
I've actually just this week recorded one at my local memorial, scouting memorial, about what scouts did in the war. So I'll be uploading that next week about what scouts did during the war. It's very interesting, just reading about it.
So this is what we're going to do. We can't meet on the 11th. We can't meet on the Sunday because it's a parade, okay? And we can't do that. If we can meet face to face still in scouting, then we're going to do a social distance walk to the cenotaph and do a small minute silence on each of the evenings, just to remember those that have fallen. And then we're going to ask the young people to pick a name off the cenotaph and go and see what they can find out about that person.
Yep.
So that way, each of the sections will come down.
I'm not laughing about this. Sorry, Max. I've got a message that I just need you to read out that one word. Apparently,
I'm sorry. What?
In the private chat.
Read out the one word, and then I'll explain it.
Bucket.
No, say again. I didn't hear you.
Bucket.
Now he's putting on the spot. All right. You can hold us 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Wherever you're going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be a virtual parade?
I like Charlotte's idea in the chat of putting poppies in windows. So it's a little craft thing that you can do with your young people, and like we did with the NHS rainbows and things like that, we could colour in or design some sort of poppy poster and display it proudly.
There's an official poster from the Royal British Legion that are
Yep.
doing it. You can download that. You can colour it in. Our good friend Roger, him and his boys, they made their own poppies out of the bottom of Coke bottle plastic and painted those red and black. There's a whole load of different things you can do. But yeah, it's a great one just to put those in the window.
And again, for our friends outside of the UK, we use the poppy as a symbol to remember everyone around Remembrance Day as well. And it's like a charity organisation. We have the British Legion, which produce these poppies, paper and plastic poppies, and that raises money to help the families that remain, for those that have no longer with us, or for those that are injured from conflicts, and to support them.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you do a donation, you then get the print off to the Royal British Legion. You'll get the poppy, which I'll just stick the link into the chat, so it's there.
And I just did a vlog about the 10 facts about the poppy, why we wear it and stuff like that. And I've just paused on this video here because you can actually go to the factory in Richmond, not far from where I live, and you can visit around the factory, and you can see where they make the poppies. I got it somewhere. You can go around all year round and see the poppies being made, and who makes them, and it's a really, really good, interesting tour to do. I love that. Really
How long ago did you do those photos?
Anyway, so moving on. I probably went about 10 years ago.
I was going to say, you look a young pup on those photos.
Yeah, that was before kids.
Mark, am I right in thinking that the employees in the poppy factory are ex-servicemen as well, or ex-service people even.
Yes, 100%. So that you only can work that if you're ex-serviceman, and the majority, I can't tell you a percentage because it was 10 years ago when I went. The high majority were unfortunately disabled, either through war, that kind of thing. And what's really nice behind the factory, it's on a hill. I don't know if you know Richmond. Richmond's quite hilly, and behind the factory, they've got houses that they rent, very cheap rent from the Poppy Appeal, and the disabled people who work at the factory live in them as well. But you can go around the factory. And it's amazing. They tailored it to scouts. I went with a scout leader to try and see if we can do a scout tour. And they talked a lot about scouts and some poppies. And you can see the original one, the Lost Soldier. That's at Westminster Abbey. They make that wreath there. There's one man that makes that wreath, as well as the royal family. They make that wreath. It's a really good tour. And the best thing is, it's free.
Wow.
Obviously, if you can give them a donation. It's open. It's probably like 360 days of the year. It's not open at the moment, but normally, you as a member of the public can just book and go on one of the tours, and you can have lunch there and stuff like that. But it's an amazing hour or so walking around, and you can make your own, and you just get to talk to the people who are making these poppies, and they're very competitive. The guy that I was showing you just a minute ago, he only makes them in one hand. His other hand is disformed. And the lady opposite bench, they have a fight. She says, he only can make 10 an hour. I make 50 an hour. So then he was trying to speed up, and the one down the other bench was saying, how many do you make? And so they were in a bit of banter. But it's really cool to go there and see how the poppies are made and the wreaths are made and stuff like that. And it was a really, really good tour. So if you're ever down this way, see if you can get around the poppy factory. It's really, really good. Excellent, John. Thanks for that. Sharing it on the Scout. Brilliant. Love it. Gustavo says they don't have anything like this in Brazil. But they do have Independence Day on parade on the 7th of September. What's your hashtag on Instagram for Big Man in the Woods? I don't really. My hashtag that I have been using, BMITW, stand for Big Man in the Woods. But what I've noticed is that is also used for Best Mum in the World. So that's why I stopped it. I need to find a new hashtag. I started using London Scout Leader. That's what I did start using. I stopped using PMITW when I found out it was Best Mum in the World. So why are all these women being? Yeah, they're not really like. Yeah.
So you're what, the London Scout Leader now?
Yeah, that's what I've been using for a few months.
You've not been turning up to my troop meetings.
Yeah. Oh, Romania.
In the north.
Romania. Good evening, Eric in Romania. Lovely to see you here on our random live stream that we're just talking about scouting and whatever it goes with. Someone just wanted to know, where in the house am I?
In the garden.
In the haunted house.
Garden.
Ooh, so
spooky.
People are trying to guess where I am.
You know what would have been appropriate for tonight, Mark?
What's that?
The squeaky chair.
Oh,
The Halloween special squeaky chair.
oh man.
Yeah, would have been.
Sadly, I'm not on the squeaky chair tonight. I'm on a solid chair. No, squeaky chair's not here. Sorry.
It is good that you're wearing a poppy scarf anyway.
Yeah, I'm wearing I am wearing the poppy scarf. And it's the one from last year. And what I like about this one is it's got and it's embroidered as well. It's not printed. Really like this one. And I see that they bought out a 2020 one as well. But I like the Woggle's nice as well. Absolutely, it is too cold for the shed. I'm not in the shed. Welcome, Eric. This group only gets more and more international. Absolutely. No, I'm not. If I take you on a tour. Nah, let's not go on a tour. Right, interesting fact: 11th of November is Poland's National Independence Day. Thank you very much, there, Sylvan Scouts. Comparable knowledge, as I recall talking to him in the Jockey chat room a couple of weekends ago. Yeah. Right, guys. Well, any other questions? And if not, we will say goodnight. Any more? Any more? Do you know what will probably happen? We'll probably have an after party anyway.
Can we all smile? Things towards you, Mark.
Can you all smile for my Instagram post? Or should I? I'll take this off, Leo. Come on, I can't smile for too long. Yeah, that would do.
It's long enough.
I'll let Max
Snooze, you lose.
Yeah, guys. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. Anyone want to stay in touch with us? We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And if you want to message us individually, Big Man in the Woods for me. That one over there, Max. What's your Instagram? Hemingway.
Yeah, Max_Hemingway or Sparrowhawk Bushcraft.
Lift up your chin.
Both of them.
If they all smile, I might break the cameras. Yeah.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween. Absolutely. So yeah. Well, and Colin, he's not discovered Instagram, have you?
I'm on it. I'm not a very big user, so it's you can find me through first YouTube Scout group.
Yeah. But if you want to message us, Facebook or whatever, we can send those messages to Colin or whatever you want to do. But, guys, it's great. Have a happy Halloween, and we will see you very, very soon. We got to do one more thing if I can remember how to do this. Hopefully.
Paint the leaves.
Hang on.
Oh dear! Look, behind the scenes.
We've had enough PowerPoints tonight. We've had far too many PowerPoints on television earlier.
Oh look, the flag's already done down. Oh, here we go.
It's all gone now. Hey, you know what?
Start from number 4.
Oh God, do I have to do this again? Start from number 4. Current. That's the one. Here we go.
Excellent.
Oh, this is proper death by PowerPoint, isn't it? It's not very good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Everyone's saying good night. Good night, Matt. Leo, great to speak to you. Gustavo, excellent. Happy Halloween special this week. Yeah, stirring the bath. Yeah, he's had the spirits down below. The spirits have attacked his Wi-Fi. Guys, have a great, happy Halloween. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. Keep washing his hands. Stay safe. Keep the distance. And all three of us are all online. If you need some advice or you want some general chit chat, whatever, we're around.
And talk to people, okay? Talk to people. It's
absolutely.
okay not to be okay. Talk to people.
Yeah, and this is something I haven't discussed. I won't say in detail, but I have had quite a few leaders from First YouTube have messaged me just struggling with their problems with scouts, and I'll be honest, I'm struggling with my scouts as well at the moment, just missing face-to-face and stuff like that, and that hasn't helped our mental health. And like Max said, just need to talk. Even if you can't face talking to someone face-to-face, pick up the phone. Samaritans are there. There's a whole load of helplines free of charge that will help you. It's all about your mental health. And you know what? If you want to have a chat with me, message me. I'll be delighted to try and help you out, whatever. But yeah, as Max said, as BT says as well, it's good to talk. Till next time, guys, stay safe. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.